What up, YouTube? I'll give it a minute or two, and let a few people get in here before I get to going. Welcome in, welcome in. Little Monday night live. What's up, Mona? The super moderator in the house. What's going on tonight, everybody? What's up, G? Will there be another Mopar sighting tonight? I don't know. We will see. We shall see. So I don't really have a topic for tonight. Just figured I'd get on for a little bit, see what everybody's up to. Maybe a little Q&A if anybody's got any questions. And yeah, we'll see what's up, Getting ready to start the work week back up again after a long weekend. Not long enough, but so what's everybody up to tonight? Smoking some good herbs. Man, that stuff nowadays, I'm scared to death of that stuff. Stuff is death. I used to get really stoned on like some good red hair, some indica back then. That was before they even started calling it chronic. But that's basically what indica was then. Like I would smoke some of that stuff and I'd be stuck on stupid for a long time. That was never really my thing. So the brickweed, yep, exactly. It'd be a pound and it'd be super thin, like maybe so long. You just peel layers of that shit off. I always liked the way it smelled, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like the way it smelled. Yeah, super bricked. Like, you'd have to kind of break that stuff down a little bit. Stick an orange peel in the bag or something to kind of get it to fluff up a little bit. back in those days. Nowadays, everything is all fluffy. You got memory and stuff where you squeeze it and then it slowly expands. I've seen some of that stuff. I bet your shorts. Wow, really? Well, it looks like we got our first troll in the group for the night. Here we go. So what's everybody up to tonight? maybe I'll tell you guys a little story. I just got back from the gym with my son, and we were talking about a couple of my uncles that are no longer with us. And honestly, neither one of them were good role models, but ironically, they were both named Gary. Uh, one loved to box. Wow. Okay. Yeah, one of them loved to box. They both alcoholics, but one of them would always say, "You want to go outside and box?" Like, and he'd be drunk as hell. He was serious too. And I seen him box with some fools. Like, he had pretty decent hands actually. Old school convict guy. Uh, then I had another Gary on the other side of the family, on my dad's side, and he had alcohol issues as well. But hey, what's up, Hellfire Paintball? Glad you could stop in tonight. So yeah, the other Uncle Gary, this guy, he got the golden ticket twice. And what I mean by that, is in like the late 70s, he got a settlement. He hurt his back working for See's Candy in the Long Beach. I think it was the Long Beach area. He lived in Long Beach, but yeah, he hurt his back and he ended up getting paid out like $275,000. And, this is like 79, 80 maybe. Like that was a lot of money. So he bought a home in Long Beach with a couple of units in the back. Like it was his house, and then it was like a triplex, but like the main house and then two smaller apartments in the back. And he was renting the apartments out, and that was elevated. Gee. But so yeah, he's renting out the apartments in the back, and I guess the pain pills that they gave him for the injury that he got to his back, he got hooked on them, and ultimately he started doing carga, the black, and he ended up losing everything. He lost the home, he ended up divorced, whole 9 yards, and yeah, he lost it all. So then fast forward about 7 or 8 years, 9 years, maybe 10 years, he was in San Bernardino, and there was a liquor store called Bourbon Street Liquor. And when he would get on a bender, he'd be out there in the streets, like sort of homeless, I guess you would say. And he was behind the liquor store, drunk. Some people say he was sleeping behind the dumpster. I don't know. Like, I was a teenager then. But and the San Bernardino PD showed up, and they turned the dog loose on him. Totally ripped up his forearm, and he ended up with like 175 stitches. And he got another settlement for like another 175 grand. And he proceeded to blow through that money as well. So he had 2 golden tickets in life and managed to burn through them because of addiction, And he's not the only one I know. There was another guy in my circle that ended up getting a settlement for like 200 grand in the early 90s. He blew through that shit in like a year. It was ridiculous, So Justa Kuntaro. No, I'm not Aussie. But yeah, addiction will, you lose everything over that stuff, And the thing is, like they all burn through so much cash. Like 175 grand might not sound like that much now, but in the mid 80s, that was a lot of money. When my uncle got that first settlement for 275 grand in like 79, like that's like $2.75 million to in today's money. So, I mean, that was a lot of money, but poor choices took him back to bankruptcy over and over again. And eventually he would end up passing away at 42, which is crazy. They said it was complications of pneumonia, but he was using some substances. So, uh, ultimately what the cause of death was, I don't know. But rest in peace, Uncle Gary. Like, he was an interesting character. Like, he was super cool guy when he was sober, and the biggest fucking asshole could ever meet when when he was drinking. But it was what it was, and yeah, he's gone now. They're both, actually both of those Uncle Garys are gone now, so they never made it back from their addiction. So if you're still struggling with addiction, you still got a chance. But a lot of people, they don't get another chance. And something people used to always say when I would be going to like Narcotics Anonymous meetings was, are you willing to gamble that you have one more run in you? Because a lot of people don't. And a lot of people think they do, but they don't. So, gee, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. He spent money. Future 2074 says, so what about the boxing? Oh, that was the other uncle. I didn't really spend as much time with him. Like, I was raised more around the one that got the settlements, but the one that liked to box, like, he was just, he'd be over at my grandma's house with the family, and he'd be out there, case of beer, like, he'd polish it off like it was nothing. And you really, looking at him, you couldn't tell he was drunk until he started inviting people outside to go box. And I always thought he sounded so square in the way he said that, like, we would say stuff like, you want to squab, or, later on we'd say, catch that fade or get these hands. No, he would say, you want to box? Like, anytime there's a disagreement, you want to box? Come on, let's go outside, we'll box. And yeah, that was just him. But he was he did prison time with my dad, and that's how he ultimately ended up in the family in the early 70s, like 70, 71. And that's where those two met. But yeah, he would end up passing. I'm not sure what the circumstances were with him, but he was a lot older. He was into his 60s already when he passed. So I think maybe his wife might have passed just before he did. So, and I agree with you, G. Lawsuits can be a great thing, especially when you're the one bringing the lawsuit. So, yeah, I dropped a video last night on holding cell adventures, different things that happened to me while in holding cells, either being processed into the county jail, prison, or being processed out. So you can go check that out if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. I tell stories about where my addiction took me, and hopefully I can help someone else not have to go down the same road that I did, because it got pretty dark for a while there. But that there's always hope. And I never thought I would get clean. And now, like, I've been, in August, it'll be 20 years. So we're rocking and rolling. And make sure you smash that like button while you're in here. It really helps to keep the live stream flowing to so others can see it, So what's everybody up to tonight? Like I said, I didn't really come in with a subject in mind tonight. Like I figured I'd just get on for a while and see what everybody's up to. I know some people just follow the lives, so I try to get at least 2 on the weekend. Today's the last day of my weekend, so I think they're supposed to be dropping the NFL schedule later on in the week as well. So I'm looking forward to that, to see where my Niners will be playing and when they'll be playing. Big time football fan. But that's a family thing. We're all big football fans around here. So I should be dropping another video in the morning if all goes well. Honestly, I don't even know what the topic is yet. I'm going to see what I can figure out on that one. But maybe I might tell a story about the riot that happened in Medium North at Wayside when I was there. That was a pretty epic one. It went on and on and on. The never-ending riot, basically. So be on the lookout for something in the morning. If not in the morning, then Wednesday morning for sure. I'll hit something up. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and fire away. If it's something I have knowledge on, I'll speak about it. If not, not much I can do. But like I said, I didn't really come too prepared into this one. I just figured I'd get on for a little bit and see what everybody's up to. If anybody's got any ideas for a video they'd like me to do, let me know as well. So if you weren't in the live stream on Saturday night, I spoke about I went with the family to the museum, and they had a section. What you drinking? Do you have a story about like waking up somewhere and have no idea how you got there? That would be when I caught my sales case, Ramona. That would be when I caught my sales case in Pico Rivera, waking up in the holding cell and looking around. To my surprise, Pico Rivera, it's almost all Hispanics there, so it reflects in their jails, and their neighborhood is definitely deep in their substation right there. So they said I had overdosed. I did too much, basically, and I'll give you a nutshell of what happened. I was heading to Anaheim. Somehow I ended up in Pico Rivera, way off base, but yeah, I had did too much, and the sheriffs woke me up, and I ended up in the Pico Rivera substation. Long story short, there's more to it. You could check the story when I caught my first sales case in Pico Rivera. That's a 2-parter, and I go into detail on that. But yeah, I woke up. I think they were getting ready to transport us out or whatever, and I looked around, and all these Hispanic gang members with tattoos all over their face and stuff, and I thought to myself, this is a bad dream. How in the hell did I end up here? And then slowly, as the day went on, the memory started coming back about what had happened the night before. And yeah, that was definitely one time there. That was a wild situation. Actually, I was very blessed that I got arrested and I didn't end up dead that night because, you know, Jesus, have you ever done any other drugs besides meth? Uh, I've done some pills like Norco and stuff like that. Volume was something that was going around back then to help me sleep when I'd been up a day or two. Um, I did weed, tried some powder coke once. Didn't really care too much for that. I don't know if it wasn't good quality or if just the meth was too strong that I had been doing already, but didn't really get much out of that. And then uh, I smoked weed, but weed was never really my thing. I didn't enjoy that. So, um, and then I think I smoked a dip one time with my sister's husband, and I will never touch that stuff again. I went and laid down on the couch. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I went and laid down on the couch in the living room, and there was a window across the way there, a big wide window. And as I'm laying on the couch, it kept feeling like I was slipping off the couch, but I wasn't. And then I looked out the window, and I don't know what I was hearing. Maybe it might have been like a fan or something. But all of a sudden, I look out that window, and this helicopter just comes down, and it's like hovering outside the window. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" That one freaked me the hell out. And I think my sister's husband knew what we were smoking, but he didn't tell me. So I got on his ass later about that because a couple times people requested some acid, and you know I could pretty much get anything anybody wanted. But when I did get that for someone, like I literally opened up a book and said, "Drop it in there," and then I closed the book and like set it on the passenger seat to go deliver it, while I'm out making my runs. And when I got there, I literally gave them the book and said, "You get that shit out of there." Like, I don't even want to touch it. So, yeah, those hallucinogenics really scared me. And I know people say meth is a hallucinogen. I can't say the word. It causes you to hallucinate, but I didn't really have a whole lot of issues with that. I remember though one time when I lived in Long Beach, staying with my parents down by uh, what's that, Woodrow Wilson High School, downtown Long Beach, over by Recreation Park, and I had a Subaru that was parked across the street, and my parents stayed upstairs, and I'm up there tweaking, and I'm peeking out the window, because that's what you do when you tweak, right? And I'm looking down at the car. Yeah, I agree. So what? They sure are. They're very bad for you. But I'm looking down at the car, and maybe this was a hallucination, but it seemed like somebody was sitting in the driver's seat. And I got my thing and went down there to confront them, and I realized it was just a seatbelt. Quick, that's a great point. They're fun till they are not anymore. Exactly. And honestly, the initial highs that you get off of them, like you're just chasing that, and you're not able to duplicate that anymore. And then you're just trying to maintain. And for a long time, that's where I was at. I was just trying to maintain. And it wasn't fun anymore. So, yeah, I am. I've been clean. My sobriety date is August the 9th, 2004. So, yeah, I'm coming up on 20 years off of the hard stuff. I haven't drank alcohol in about 3 years. But, I'm able to, thanks, Q. I appreciate that. I could drink a beer or two and it's not a big deal and walk away from it. Like, I really don't like that super drunk feeling. I'm not just chasing that. I appreciate that. How about you? Are you sober as well? So what? Yeah, with the alcohol, like I didn't like that. Once I lay down and the ceiling spinning, that's way too much, So, but the thing is, like, if there's a family gathering or something, then I could, if I choose to, I could drink a beer or two and be fine. I typically don't choose to, and I'm not one for peer pressure. People try to push me to drink a beer or something. I have no problem saying no. Like, that's not a problem for me. Cora says, "You ever smoke the green stuff, Dad?" LOL. Yeah, I didn't like the green stuff though. That stuff, I always felt stupid on that, Oh, okay. So what says I never did drugs? I drink normally, socially. Okay, that's good stuff. Yeah, so I tried the green stuff for a while there. I was just hustling weed, and every time I'd pick up a pound, I would roll one up just to make sure the quality was right. And every time I would smoke that J, I would lay on the bed and feel stupid for a while. Everybody sounded like those King of the Hill guys, like Boomhauer. All right, Mona. Appreciate you helping out. Cora, looks like you're going to take over, huh? Or are you? Good night, Mona, and kiss a baby for me. This one probably isn't going to be a super long one tonight. Okay, great, Cora. Appreciate it. We'll probably go 45 minutes or so. We'll see how it goes. If the chat picks up a little bit, maybe we might go a little bit longer. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to jump on tonight and check in with everybody and see how everybody's doing. Yeah, or Q can moderate too. You're right, Sexy Latina. We've got moderators galore, and they all do a fabulous job. And thank you, Cora, for taking over. I appreciate that. So, yeah, if you guys are, yeah, they can. So, yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Check out my playlist. I have over 230 videos up. Yeah, isn't he already? I thought he had a thing next to his name. Let me see. Okay, I think. Okay, so I think he is now. I just did it. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and smash that like button while you're in here, guys. It really helps the channel. We're quickly approaching 1,200 subs, and that's all because of you guys. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, check out the playlist. Like I said, I got like 230 videos or so up. I got county jail stories. I got stories from all over the place. Orange County. I started off, well, all my dirt was in San Bernardino. That's pretty much where I grew up from childhood. I wasn't born in San Bernardino, but I grew up there. We moved out there when I was like 12. Yeah, originally from Long Beach, yeah. I lived in Carmelitas, in Long Beach before we came to San Bernardino. Yeah, Q says like and subscribe, definitely. Good looking out, Q. Like I said, check out those playlists, though. I got stories from Orange County. I got stories from San Bernardino. I got Hemet stories. I got Riverside County, San Bernardino County, LA County. I got California prison stories from the lowest of levels to ADSEG, level 2, level 3, ADSEG. I got a shoe term, but I paroled before the shoe term started. So, do you see the? What's up, stats? Not just for nerds. How you doing tonight? Do I see? Do you see the? Every like he gets on his video. Q says every like he gets on his video, YouTube recommends his video to 10 people. Every sub, it recommends him to 1. G says, hi, my name is G and I'm a weedaholic. Oh, and every share, it's 100. Also, it gets recommended 50 times for every like, and every share, it gets 100 exposures. So, yeah, that stuff really helps the channel, guys. I appreciate it. Your Akins. You run with your Akins? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean on that one, stats. Cora says, so like this live video and his videos posted. I think Gino's Tino. So I think once the live is done, the hair is going to go. Every time it's typically in the summertime when it starts warming up, I just shave my head. It gets too hot. It's not that hot yet, but it's warming up and I just get tired of dealing with the hair. So next time you see me either on a video or on a live, more than likely all of this will be gone. So what's up, AZ Gunslinger? He says Arizona tapping in, Holmes. What's up, Cuba, homie? Of course, says I bet mom is just so happy about that, huh? Yeah. He says we went to different high schools together. I should go with the dreads? Nah. Get as bald fade. Yeah, it's got to go. Last time I got a haircut, and I didn't really like the way it came out. So like seems like these barber shops, man, it's like $40 for a haircut, and it's a roll of the dice unless you got like a regular guy that you trust, and I don't have that, so. My thick hair is pretty though. Yeah, it's just hot though. And then, the thing is when I put product in it to kind of keep it in place so it don't go crazy all over, like it just bakes into my head. So yeah, it's about time for it to go again. Time for it to go somewhere else for the summertime, and then I'll grow it back out when it starts cooling off. So yeah, they really are, and $35-$40 for a haircut plus a tip. I mean, you're coming out the pocket like damn near $50 just to get your haircut. That's crazy. But, just sitting in here right now doing this live like I'm hot. It is hot. Yeah, I agree, G. Definitely feels cleaner. Everything, yeah. So yeah, like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're coming up on 1,200 subs here pretty quickly. And yeah, that's all because of you guys that watch the videos. I appreciate you guys and these lives as well. And smash that like button while you're in here. You can check out the playlist. They're talking our jobs from. Hello, yes, says they are taking our jobs from. I'm from the Teamsters Union. They're firing. Can you tell a story about a time when someone was looking at you and mom and said something? Those stories are funny. There was RA2G, like the tattoo artist now. Yeah, they are. About Cora says, can you tell a story about a time someone was looking at you and mom and said something? Those stories are funny. The only one I can really think of right off the top of my head was when the cops had come out to the house. There was a family argument going on, not between me and my wife, but some people we were living with. And I was on parole. I was pretty much fresh out, and somewhere along the line, the cop said to my wife, asked her if she's stupid or something like that, and like man, I can't remember exactly how it went, but yeah, he like basically asked her if she was stupid, and I ended up telling the cop that that's why all you motherfuckers are getting shot. And yeah, he didn't much appreciate that. He thought I had a tall can on the ground, but it was an energy drink. And he said, "Oh, what are you drinking over here?" And I said, "Don't you know how to read? It's a fucking energy drink, you fucking idiot." And then as I remember, I think I was put down on the grass after that, and not in a nice way either. Yeah, he didn't like my comments, but come on, man, don't be disrespecting the wifey, homie. Badge or not, I was very fortunate that I didn't catch a parole violation on that one, because it probably could have went that way. But I think he was out of line a little bit. He was definitely out of line as well. So, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, basically, and that was funny. I ended up seeing that same cop at the Orange Show Fair not too long after that. I don't remember that story, babe. Walking down the street and a couple of chicks were staring a little too hard, and I just had to voice my opinion on them. She says, "Shove the badge where the sun don't shine." You know what, babe? You're going to have to remind me of that story, and I'll tell it on the next one, because I don't recall that one. But yeah, I wasn't having none of that shit from that cop that day. Like I said, I'm lucky I didn't end up in handcuffs on that one, but I don't know. Like I'm a super mellow dude, but when you say certain shit, like it just triggers me, and then it's like it's a wrap from there, She says 4th Street, and of course I grab a certain place and let them. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that one. Give me just a minute, real quick, guys. I'm going to refill the coffee. We're going to try to keep this going for a little bit, and And I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about the interruption, guys. So what did I miss here? Okay. It looks like G's been up to speed here. Where she grabbed me. So yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, exactly. The kickstand. Eggplant kickstand, whatever you want to call it. So, anyways, yeah, make sure you smash that like button while you're in here. It really helps to get it out, the message out. And no Mopar tonight, man. I hope he's okay. Definitely a lot calmer now. Sexy Latina's a gangster. What are you saying? She's not a gangster? Matthew Forsyth says, I don't like you. Okay, great. Appreciate your input. Keep on pushing. Did she beat me? Come on, homie. I'm an OG. That'd be snitching. I don't tell. I don't call the cops. Intrepid Traveler says, Bobby, what is an OG? Somebody asked that question in the comments earlier. I don't know if that was you or not, but the best way I can describe an OG is somebody that's been around. You know, somebody that's been in the streets, that's a little bit older, a little bit more experienced. There was a song by Ice-T back in, I don't know if it's the late 80s or early 90s, called OG Original Gangster. And that term gets used a lot, OG, triple OG, double OG, you know, depending on, you know, as you get older, I guess, in the criminal lifestyle, I guess. I'm not in the criminal lifestyle anymore. Let's just be clear about that. But it's a term that's used respectfully, I guess you would say. So, yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. So, yeah, no worries. Appreciate you tapping in tonight. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We're coming up on 1,200 subs, and I should be dropping another video in the morning if time permits. I'm going to get my hair cut once we're done here. It's already after midnight, so if not, be on the lookout for that on Wednesday. Like, I don't even have a topic at this point, so you know, but you know, I'm trying to keep this stuff flowing. I'll be dropping some shorts throughout the week. I try to do the shorts more motivational, offering advice on sobriety and the workplace. You know, that type of stuff. So, you know, be on the lookout for those shorts as well. I usually get to work a little early, and I'll just drop a short real quick to get something out, you know. But I'm gonna be, like I said, if I've got the time, I'll get another video out in the morning. Take care, Hellfire Paintball. Appreciate you stopping through, bro. Take care of yourself. Ever popped a Perky or a Xanax? No. If you're asking me. No. Definitely not. A lot of that stuff got big after I quit. You know, when I was still using it was volume, stuff like that. So, Norcos, there was some other stuff too, but those were the more popular ones, I guess you would say, you know. So, yeah, like I said, I'll try to get something done. Now, I never did pills to get loaded really early on. I think I did a video called How I Became Broken Bobby, and I talk about, like, in my earlier teenage years, I had childhood epilepsy, and the medicine that they had me on, you know, if you took more than, you know, you had to just take it right as prescribed. If you took more than you're supposed to take, it would make you high. But yeah, I did that for a little bit, but that didn't last for very long. I graduated to the heavier stuff pretty quickly. So, yeah, I'm gonna be working on trying to work on getting some merch together, and I'm gonna try to give away some t-shirts with my logo on it and everything, and my phrase, don't look at the mountain, just start climbing. So when we get that stuff together, uh, probably next month, I would imagine, then we'll probably do some sort of giveaway where you got to comment and like and do those sort of things, and then you'll be entered to win one. So uh, when we get closer to that, I'll start asking for some people's sizes to get an idea of what size people would want, and then we'll get to working on that. She says, "What do you do at work?" Again, you said before, but was too many joints ago. I'm a truck driver, the big rigs. And what if we made merch available, would anybody buy it? That's the real question. Matthew says I'm in the United States. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Intrepid traveler. Yeah, I want to try to get a gauge for if that would even anybody would even be interested. So my face is the flag. This is my project. I don't know what that means. I am the United States. Oh, okay. Nathan says, "Why you broken, mate?" I was broken with my addiction, but this is about my transformation. And uh, it I lost some weight. That's originally what it started as, like a workout page, but it transformed over into addiction and recovery because I was addicted to methamphetamine for 20 plus years. So yeah, I was broken, Bobby, but this is my transformation. Nathan John Ritchie says, then you be calling yourself as Fixed Bob. So, okay. I think the idea about it, Nathan, is a lot of people are broken, right? And it's relatable. So, the idea is that if I could do it, so can you. And, that's the message that I try to put out because, for the longest time, I never thought I would get off drugs. I never thought I'd stop going to jail and prison. And, and it worked. So Nathan says, yeah, I'm broken and broke as fuck. I understand the broke part, Nathan. No doubt about it, bro. Like times are tough right now with this inflation. So, yeah, we're all just, the Doctor of Machines says, keep up the good work. Salute to you. Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, that's really what it's all about. Where did we get to fix your transmission? Gee. I think my transmission is all right. I hope so. But yeah, that's the general idea. If you're new into sobriety or you're looking to get sober, I would suggest that you subscribe to the page and check out my videos. Like I talk about where addiction took me and some of the things that it did to my family. I mean, lucky for me, I had a wife that didn't do drugs and didn't get into all the shit that I got into. And my kids were safe with her even when I wasn't safe. So, you know, yeah, definitely shout out to her. She was the real hero that made all of this possible. So, yeah, make sure you smash that like button while you're in here. It really helps the channel. It's one of the best ways to support it, as well as subscribing. So, yeah. Juan Sancho says, don't do drugs, kids. I agree. If your homeboys are doing that shit, they're not and they're trying to get you to do it, they ain't your homeboys. I'll tell you that much. Because, hey, what up, Juan? You always check in at the end, bro. I appreciate you, though. But, yeah, the thing is, no, my wife has never used with me. And I never offered it to her or anything like that. What's up, Brody? How you doing? It has been a while. Hope you're doing good, bro. Yeah, no, I never offered her any of that stuff. I appreciate that, Brody. Good looking out. I was saying maybe next month I might be looking at trying to get some merch going, maybe some t-shirts with the logo and the Don't Look at the Mountain, Just Start Climbing on there. Probably start off with a small batch and maybe do like a giveaway. Oh, that's good, man. I'm glad you're doing okay. Yeah, she did, G. Definitely. She definitely did. Yeah, like I said, when yeah, it makes all the why not us, Juan? You're right, bro. Why not us? There's so much money floating around out there. Why can't it be coming to our bank accounts? Like with a sober mind and a determined mind, anything is possible. So, what's up, Joel? Man, I was just getting ready to shut this thing down. I think maybe we'll let it run for a little bit. Everybody's checking in now, so yeah. But having a sober partner definitely, I mean, I can't tell you how many people I know that lost their kids to CPS and stuff because, they were both fuck ups basically. And, even when I was out there on a sick one, like she was at home holding it down, so. Yeah, she was always the rock of all that stuff. So yeah, Joe's been tapping in for a while. Gee. Why are you telling him to go play on the freeway? Yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. Joe, let me read you what's been going on here. G says, Joel used to steal from the Goodwill box. Joel says, gee, that's not nice. Be nice for I make you my man. I appreciate that, sexy Latina. Q says, can I play on the freeway? G says, at Joel, I'll be your man. Just don't look back at me. Oh boy. It's coming to life in here, isn't it? Why not us? Why not us? Hey, G, I think you found a new best friend. You mean don't look back at me while I'm giving you my eggplant? Oh my God. I should have got on earlier tonight, I swear. The phone is going to be requiring a charge here in the next 20 minutes or so. So I'll try to keep it running as long as I can. But once we get down to like 35% or so, I'm going to have to cut it for the night. But Brody says, not the eggplant. And Q says, I'm dead. Chill. You know what? It's funny. The first time I did it live, I was like so nervous, didn't know what to do. But you guys make these lives what they are. So I appreciate all of you sincerely. And like I always say, if you guys are new in here, make sure you subscribe. Check out my playlist. I got tons of videos up. The comment section ain't nearly as live as it is on these live streams, but you know, there's some good messages in there for people that are looking to get clean. But stopped here. All day has been spent waiting for a buddy to show up who's getting deeper and deeper with this addiction. He bailed again. Any advice? The Doctor of Machine says, I've never been on this live feeds before, but stopped here. Whole day has been spent waiting for a buddy to show up who is getting deeper and deeper with his addiction. He bailed again. Any advice? You know, Dr. Machines, that's tough because, you know, like maybe you could offer, maybe find like an NA meeting or something and offer to go with them so that it's not so edgy being like maybe the first time going to a meeting. But in all honesty, if they're not ready, there's really not a whole lot you can do. It's unfortunate, but you know, they say you have to hit your rock bottom, and hopefully, you know, you being a good friend, you can help influence them to understand that you know, drugs are going to ruin their life, and there's different degrees to it. What one person sees as their life being ruined might not be what the other sees, you know. But yeah, I think the best advice that I could offer is like maybe try to find like a men's only meeting if you guys are men, you know what I mean? Uh, and you know, offer to go with them and let them get their feet wet and see what the meetings are like, and maybe they'll hear something that you know will help them change their mind. But like I said, it's tough. Troy one says, when did you get out? I paroled in February of 06. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been out for 18 already. So, yeah, it's been a long time. Fucking Joel and G. Yeah, no problem. And I wish you the best of luck with that situation. Like I said, it's tough, like if they're not ready, there's really not a whole lot you can do. But maybe that might be something that may, expose them to the world of sobriety, and you know what I mean? Like maybe it could be something to help. So, like I said, I wish you the best of luck with that, the Doctor of Machines. And yeah, keep me updated on that, bud. Definitely. Things are bad out there right now, though. Kind of on that topic, I told this story on my live on Saturday. Sorry for laughing. I'm reading the comments. But yeah, I told this story on Saturday. We went to a museum over the weekend, and a whole section of the museum was about the opiate epidemic in the U.S. and the number of how the deaths are going up exponentially. And you know, I thought it was weird, but that's that's a museum's job, is to preserve history, and this is the times that we're in right now. Like, there are so many people that are addicted, and like the homeless population is growing exponentially due to this. And you know, they like to say that it's mental health issues, but it's mental health issues that are induced by drug abuse in most cases, I would guess. So it's like we got a three-way battle going in the comments now. But yeah, it's tough out there. And there was a line from that movie New Jack City, if you've seen it, where Wesley Snipes, who plays Nino Brown, says that it's times are tough out there. He blamed it on Reaganomics, and he said people want to get high. They want to get real high. Hey, I appreciate you, Joel. Definitely, and I appreciate your comment. But yeah, he says people want to get high, and he shows the crack, and he says, I forget what he says after that, but it's a kind of a parallel time now to where things are really tough, and people are turning to drugs to try to cope. And the thing is, it's not the way to go, because you're not going to find the answer to your problems at the bottom of a bottle or at the bottom of a sack. So don't involve me in your little crossfire there, guys. All right, I'm here for everybody. If you guys want to troll on each other, that's up to you, but don't involve me in that stuff. Like I said, I'm here for everybody. So all right, guys. So yeah, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and check out my playlist. Like I said, they're broken into different categories. Yeah, I agree, Juan. They're all broken into categories, so you can find stories from the streets, stories from the penitentiary, stories from the county jails, different counties I got around. Like, I was all over the place, from Emmett to the LA area and a lot of places in between. And like, addiction took me to some depths that I hope to never see again, including homelessness. So the thing is, if I could get clean, you guys can get clean too, you know? So I think you guys in the comments need Jesus. Everybody sniping at one another. I'm gonna pray for you guys. You guys are crazy. But you know, I appreciate everybody tapping in. I don't know what the hell happened with these comments. We completely went off the rails. Oh boy. I was not planning to go nearly this long tonight. Like I said, I came in with not really any topic in mind. So Sexy Latina says, I know this is off topic, but any more tattoos for you? I don't think so. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not in the near future. But going to be some more tattoos for you coming up here shortly. Oh my God. This is wild. Yeah, sleeves would be cool. Especially if that guy that I just got in touch with could do it, because he's tattooed on some people that are well known. Yeah, they are, Juan. They're working overtime in the comments tonight. That's the only reason, honestly, I ain't shut it down yet, because it seems like I hope everybody's having a good time with the comments and it's just trolling and it's good fun, you know? But you know, like I said, that yeah, I hope it's all just good fun, and I hope that Mopar is all right out there. I'm surprised he didn't check in tonight. When he was talking about the bridge last night, nah, I think everybody's good, Q. You know, like I said, as long as everybody seems to be doing all right. Yeah, it sure did go a different way. We started off on the track. Now we're way off over here in the field. Hey, I just want to know though, last night when Mopar was talking about the bridge, did anybody else, I shouldn't be laughing about this, but did anybody else, could anybody else hear Eminem's song Stan in their head while he was talking about that? Like, you know, I shouldn't make jokes about that, but I think he's just a troll, you know? And, you know, like I said, you know, if people are dealing with mental health issues, they should definitely seek out some help. I think you can hit pound 988 and get some assistance, you know? Let's go ahead and so Sexy Latina says, so what you think about the face off between Tyson and Jake Paul? I think if Tyson really lets him have it, Jake Paul's going to be sleeping. But I think it might be about money, and you know, I don't know. You know what? Give me another quick second, guys. Uh, Bloody Boy says, "What's this channel about?" It's based in sobriety and getting clean, and that sort of stuff. Like I have a playlist, and you can check those out. Like I tell war stories about where my addiction took me and the steps I took to get clean. So yeah, that's kind of the overview of it all. God bless you, Blood Boy. Intrepid Traveler says, "Would Tyson be that tough in prison?" Well, the thing I'll say about prison, California prison in particular, one thing I'll say about that is nobody's bigger than the group. You could be 6'8", 300 pounds solid muscle, and they will come and poke your ass up if you don't get in line. So, as far as the world of prison, he would still be a tough guy. A lot of people would probably want to talk with him and stuff. He'd probably be a popular guy, but if if he didn't get with the program, he would get dealt with just like anybody else would. Timmy DC says, "What drug were you addicted to?" Meth. No. Timmy DC. In general population in California, no. If you are alleged to partake in stuff like that, you'll get poked up. That California general population don't play with that stuff. So I gotta run and hit the restroom real quick, guys. If you guys want to hold on just a second, we'll try to keep it running for a little while longer. All right, guys, I'm back. My bad. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, so I think I've answered everybody's question. Sobriety, bloody. Oh my God. I want to keep it going, but we are getting low on juice here. So if you are new in here, definitely subscribe and check out my playlist. Like I said, it's all about sobriety and where addiction took me, and how I made it back, basically. So check out the playlist and definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm Tuesday through Friday now, Juan. So this is I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Check out my playlist. Like I said, there's a little bit of everything in there. There's workout videos from early on when I was losing weight. There's a lot of stories on addiction and where my addiction took me, and some of the there's even stories about Las Vegas when we were running stuff up there back in the late 80s, early 90s. So, yeah, check that stuff out. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Family, fitness, and freedom are the things that help me to get sober and reclaim my life. And they can help you as well. And don't look at the mountain, guys. Just start climbing. We'll be back on next Saturday night. And like I said, be on the lookout in the morning for a new video that should be dropping. So shout out to all you that participated. You be safe getting home, Juan. And like I said, shout out to everybody that participated in the group. And I will be praying for some of you because I think some of you need it. Anyways, have a good one. I'll see you. I'll tap in with you guys next Saturday night again, and we'll do it again. So be on the lookout for that. Appreciate you guys.